jam.
What's going on, folks?
Yes!
Welcome back to the No Bucks Podcast. We host some rock.
Spruh.
And on today's episode, we're going to talk about true love. True love. And how do you know you found it? What elements are there to let you know that you have true love? Does everybody find true love? Does everybody in love found their true love?
That's a good question.
So,
I mean, well, for other people, it all depends on where they're looking for love at, you know what I mean?
and the definition of love.
Yeah, and that's key too, you know what I mean? That's definitely key. Somebody inboxed me and it was like, damn, I can't, damn, I gotta find it. But, like, he pretty much was just saying, damn, I don't want to butcher it. And you know I will. No, I'm not going to butcher it. I'll bring it back some other time.
You know what I said? Was something positive?
No, it definitely was positive, but he was just talking about, like, true love, like, because, like, most, like, you know, damn, it was something that it stood out. And he was talking about, it just can't come to me. I had it on my head and I forgot. I got a brain fart. But one of the things that he was kind of saying in there was just like, how, like, true love, like, it's more than just sex. Oh, that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. Here we go. I got it. So, take out the question, the thing that he said to me was, take out sex out the equation. What do most women have to offer? He said he not talking about no cooking. None of that other, like cooking, cleaning, kids. What is, like, the show, like, you really love a person. So, and, like, to go to how, with, you know, like, as far as, like, what the question is, he was talking about going out of your way for somebody to let them know that I love you. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of that get lost in relationships. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to relationships, keep in mind, we gotta understand that relationships is of two people.
I'm about to say a group effort, but yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
good and bad relationship, take two people.
Yeah, it does. Really do.
Take two people.
So, I mean, we got a lot of people that when it comes to relationships, a lot of people put a lot of pressure on the men to make the relationship. It's not on the man. I think the relationship, everybody bring different stuff to the table. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you're mandated at this. Like, if you the cook, you know, whatever that y'all do good. So if you the money person and this person the cook, you know, whatever to make them. But everybody's goal is, you know, make each other happy. When you find true love to me is when a person think about you. You know what I mean? Like what he was saying. Going out of their way. Something that took them out of, like, you was on the East Coast. You had to go all the way to the West Coast. Or let's say West Philly. I ain't gonna go that far. You in Northeast and you go to West Philly to go out your way. That's, you know, you live and you work over here to go get that person, like, his favorite or her favorite juice or, you know, sandwich. That is like one of the things that you can show that you know that you got something real. When that person put themselves on a back burner for you. A lot of people not willing to do that because we live in a different world now. You know what I mean? Most people, we promote that, oh, that's the man job, or the man's supposed to do this, the man's supposed to do that. But we both have an equal responsibility to make each other happy.
Yeah. I think true love appears when the lust is gone. Because I think when it comes to the man's part, like, we're willing to do a lot to get that. So for a woman's perspective, to see what we want, it's when the lust is gone. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, it might be a couple months. But I think that's when the true love will appear, when it's like, I'm willing to do this, and it's not because we're doing this. Like, I'm willing to do this, whatever this is, because I want you to be happy, because I want you to be safe and secure, and that I'm here for you. And I think that's what, happens a lot in relationships, that women don't see that a lot, and a lot of things is blinded by just the sex. That's why he had to bring up the sex. He was like, take the sex out of it.
Yeah, he was like, make sure you take the sex out of it, like take sex out there. But he was more so like, well, what women have to offer, you know what I mean? And the way he was breaking it down, it was just like, well, you take all this stuff out, whatever happens after that. What happens after that, to let you know that this is what true love is. You know what I mean? And most people, I'm not gonna lie to you, most people don't have that in them. You know what I mean? It takes a lot
to not be selfish.
I mean, when you go to work every day, if you know what I mean, if you go to work and you make $50 a day, and she say that she need her hair done, or she wants some hair, and that hair costs $50, to give her that $50, that mean a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Because you literally went out
to work for her hair.
To work. I mean, and, I know it looked it sounds strange, but you didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? You did that.
Is she selfish?
Yeah.
For asking for hair, knowing that you make $50 a day?
No.
She not?
No, she's not selfish. Because, I mean, women still, you know what I mean, in our reality, you still got to provide. They got needs. You can't.
Is hair really a need, though?
It depends on the person. You know what I mean? It all depends on the person. You know what I mean? When it comes to women, we not going to sit here and act like women hair don't make a difference.
I don't see where it makes a difference.
As far as getting their hair done, well, it might not make a difference for us.
Yeah.
But, like, because whatever she wears, like, you going to still love her. But hair make them feel complete. So you got to kind of, like, let them have it. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I get let them have that, but isn't that kind of like, okay.
she said, Smallwood said, yes, she's selfish to take the man last when she could get a job and get her own hair done. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with, a man, his responsibilities are still his responsibilities. That answer is coming from a single woman. But when you in a marriage, a committed relationship, and your man's job is to provide, like, and y'all have that, it's clear, it's totally different. You know what I mean? That's where that love come in at. Like, that love, like.
But isn't that a reverse on her end? Like, man, this guy got $50 and I'm thinking about me and getting my hair done. When obviously, out of all things, where does hair fall on the list of food, water, clothing?
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, if she need that, I'm pretty sure, like, she not gonna, like, put that stuff to the.
I'm just going off the example, like the last. That's why she said last 50.
I mean, you ain't got no food to eat, and you worry about. I mean, come on. Like, I don't think no human being will say anything like that. Like, I mean, we ain't got no food to eat. You talking about getting your hair done? You know what I mean?
Priorities. We've seen worse priorities.
I have.
I've seen, chicks with their hair done and their kids' clothes is hanging off of them and torn and ripped and all that. And the mom's clothes is whatever designer label.
I mean, I've seen a lot of that. But like I said, when it comes to like that true love, like you won't have no. I did some stupid stuff, man. Like when you know, like I remember we were just talking about. I remember one time I got on a bike. My wife, she wanted this Winnie the Pooh ring. At the time we was dating, she wanted this Winnie the Pooh ring. So she was like, I'm $15 short. So I was like, damn, I could bring $15, but I couldn't afford to get on the bus, so I rode my bike there and rode it back so she can get the ring. Now that's all I had. I ain't throw that on her face because I wanted her to have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like when you genuinely want somebody to be happy and show them love. Go ahead. I thought you wanted to probably say something.
No, I was looking at the comments. She went back to back.
Yeah, I mean, you would do that. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to that love, man. And she said, true love don't have a price. It don't, and it shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, man, you can spend $1 or $1,000. Like when it comes to love. I mean, it's just money is just how much I can do for you. It's not like for me, it's not like a make or break thing. As far like, I ain't gonna lie. If I can't provide, I do feel worthless. I mean, because that's like I take that. I hold myself at a higher standard. You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with me doing that. That's just me personally. She might be like, no, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I told y'all before. I said this on podcast before. I remember I was in Cheesecake Factory. We was all out for my birthday, for her birthday, and I couldn't give her what she wanted. And I sat at Cheesecake Factory and I cried like a baby. I sat right there at Cheesecake Factory. I was boo-hooing. She like, what the hell is wrong with you? I was like, listen, man, it's not that I just know that I should be able to give you more. It's not like she even pressured me. That was cool. Like taking her to Cheesecake Factory. Even though like we go there on a regular, it was just, I felt like I fell. You know what I mean? Because if 1 year ago was her birthday, I should have prepared myself for that following year for a birthday. You talking about I got 12 months. And that is one day to show appreciation, for her birthday, like to give, you honor that person on their birthday. I take birthday serious. When it's somebody's birthday, I believe that they should be honored. You know what I mean? Like any other holiday, I could care less about. You know what I mean? I dropped that right here on podcast. I could care less about Christmas as far as giving gifts, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. I could care less. It's nice if you get something, you don't, you do. You know what I mean? I could care less. But when you got that true love, like nobody takes anything personal. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But that's why she wasn't upset. You know what I mean? It was just.
You got a comment that says women need to understand men need to be provided for too. Also.
Oh, you know what? That's true. That is so true. Women, but the thing about it is, when it come to like men is just designed a certain way.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's okay to receive at certain times, but a man ain't gonna a real man. Let's just say that real men ain't gonna just sit around and just let a woman keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. It's not in his DNA. Real men. You know what I mean? So it's okay for a woman to go and do things for her man. That's cool. But in all reality, a man ain't gonna accept but so much. You know what I mean? He just, you know what I mean? Your woman come home every day with new sneakers. Like, let's just say the Jordan 1s, then the Jordan 2s, then the Jordan 3s. You know, they were like, wait. Like, you can save that money. Even though, like, if you're a Jordan fan, well, you are a Jordan fan, but as far as sneakers, you won't be looking, you're gonna be like, damn, like, we can put that money into something else. Like, you know what I mean? After, like, maybe, like, the second or third pair, you're gonna be like, all right, like, enough is enough now, babe. Like, you know what I mean? But that's just our nature. But, vice versa, you can do that to her.
Yeah.
I mean, she ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Another watcher that says, I've never been in love. Now, is that a statement you're making now after the fact? Because you're looking back on it in retrospect, or you weren't in love at the time? Because that's the question. Because it's like, never been in love, not once.
Yeah, man. That never been in love? It don't have to be a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, never been in love. That's a strong statement. Like, never been in love.
That's why I had to ask to get a clarification.
I mean, your parents, your grandparents.
I mean, I
siblings.
think you love them, but I don't know about in love with them.
You can't be in love with your parents?
No, I'm just saying. I don't know. Isn't that
okay? I mean, I'm learning. Like,
I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Don't quote me like.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The listeners can tell us like.
Okay. Well, she said not never, no. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, she made it plain and simple. But that's kind of hard. Like, wow. That's That's like one of those things. Like,
have you ever been in a relationship?
damn, that's a good question.
I've loved plenty, but I've never been in love. I've loved plenty, but I've never been in love. That's
okay. I mean, I can accept that. Like, just like how you just say, you love your mom, you love your dad, but you never been in love. You been in love? In love?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I've been in love. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have, no holding thoughts. We don't have, well, me personally, I don't have the answer to that. Like, I mean, because I guess, what do you define love? You know what I mean? Like, how you define love? Because you can be in a relationship, but if you looking for a man to rub your feet every night and he don't, and that's what you think is love, I mean, maybe you probably didn't find it in that, you know what I mean, as far as like how you define it. But the way that you define love is how someone's supposed to love you. That's a fact. How you define love is not how the person define love. I'm supposed to tell you how I define love, and then that's what you're supposed to give me.
No matter what.
No matter what. Because
I think that's the reason why true love is hard to find, is because so many people have these predetermined notions that, okay, I'm doing enough, you should be happy. And it's like, okay, you're doing enough for Billy Bob or John. Mm-hmm. You're not doing enough for me, because this is what I require, and you can't give me something other than what I require, especially if I ask for it. If I'm letting you know how to love me, you can't switch it around.
She wrote a long comment.
She said, "Bri, you know a little bit about my last relationship and how his work history was crazy, but just as much as he did for me, I've always made sure he was good. If I'm out shopping, oh yeah, this is a long one. If I'm out shopping for him to understand this, when one person in a relationship always doing and the other not doing, that could become very draining. And listen, he had a hard time accepting things from me, but I had to let him know, allow me to be the woman I am. Just because he made more than me didn't mean I was going to put everything on him."
You know what? I respect that. I do. Like, I mean, because that's still like someone that is, I'm not changing who I am just because of what you make.
Yeah.
And that kind of go into our next topic because it's like we talking about like the splurging, like because somebody got more than you. That's actually like a good point. That's good. Like he actually, like I like that. You know what I mean? Like for me, because we all eat. It doesn't matter how much you make. Like it doesn't. Like when it comes to your job, is equally responsible to make me happy. Make me making you happy.
That's the biggest thing. We both have 50% stake in this to give our 100%.
Yeah, it, like you just said, man, it's just so crazy. Like everybody want to push the way that how they see it.
Right.
Can you just imagine you come home or you dealing with a woman and she say to you, I bought you some tickets to
the Cowboys.
I was going to do a different sport.
Okay.
Because you still might, you know what I mean, because it's still football.
No. I mean, because it's like, it is, but it's still like, no, the Steelers. I say the Steelers. Because I can get to Pittsburgh. Like, yeah,
right.
Get your tickets to the Steelers game. I like the Eagles, dummy.
Right, and it's closer. You know what I mean? It's simple. Like, that's simple. Why are you trying to push?
But your dad was or your brother was a Steelers fan, so you keep giving me Steelers tickets
you can't
or something like that. Like, but I put you in a luxury suite. I don't care if I'm in a nosebleed. If I want to go to the Eagles game,
right.
I want to go to the Eagles game. You can't say I spent $20,000 on these seats for you to sit next to what's my man name? He used to play for the Steelers, the Hall of Fame quarterback. Seats to sit next to Terry Bradshaw. I don't care.
Right.
I'd rather sit next to the biggest bum that played for the Eagles in the nosebleed section, because that's what I like.
Right. A lot of. I think that's key. Like as far as like when you're in a relationship, if we focus on how they define love.
Yeah.
I think that question that the young lady said wouldn't even came up because my job is not
to give you something. It's to give you what you want.
It's to give you what you want. You know what I mean? But you know what? When do you learn love? You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's a class anywhere. You know what I mean? You see somebody and then you just kind of go from there.
Unfortunately, I think it's trial and error.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like the key. Like, it's a lot of times like we. It's not like we know. I mean, as far as people, like you love the way that you know how to love initially. But the key is to find out about the person and then start working on those things. You know what I mean? Because this is my thing. When you go to a car dealership, if I came to the car dealership. Just catch this. If I came to the car dealership, I got up on my bed, I went to the car dealership. You don't have to sell me the car. Because I came to you. No. I came to you. So, you know how like when you go to a car dealership, they be lying and trying to sell you the car. Like, oh yeah, it got air conditioner. It got 4 brand new tires. Listen, dude. If I came, like you know where I live at. It just say, you know I'm not from around this neighborhood. You know I came to you to buy a car. Why are you trying to sell me something? When I came here. So if I see a woman, I came at you. So it was some attraction. All you gotta do is just be yourself. Like as far as just showing that you care. You know what I mean? Just, you know, whatever it is, it's not like it's not a price. It's like the young lady said. It's not a price on when it comes to love. You just do it. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure like here we go.
And it's not a thought either.
I know a lot of women that spent money on men that did not deserve it as far as the man loving a woman. Women love and they do what they feel, like they go off for their emotions, and then at the end they get their heart broke because that man didn't really care for them.
Was it lust? A lot of the time.
It really do. Or it'd be the dude, he's homeless. You know what I mean? And he just trying to make something. He just, you know, he needs somewhere to stay. It's winter. You know what I mean?
You need a warm bed to lay in.
And she got a car, and her refrigerator filled, and he be in there drinking all the kids' juicy juice. That was hilarious. Oh my God, that was one of the best videos that we ever had, man. She said, little boy. She said, you be in there, y'all be in. He said, you be in the house drinking all the kids' juicy juice. Go ahead and call your mom, little boy. I said, damn. That was funny. That was hilarious. I love that.
She also said it would take a special man, and she hasn't found one yet. I'm just jumping right off of it.
Yeah, I mean,
as it should for everybody, take somebody special. It should be nobody should be getting anything regular because love takes a lot.
It do,
on
man.
both ends.
It do. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, but I think, you know, when you see somebody, you make your mind up. Like, I always say this, and a lot of people don't agree with me. When a man see a woman, he already categorizes her.
Yeah, who doesn't agree with that?
Women,
and men are telling you this.
When a man see a woman, he say, "Oh, she potential wife," or she a potential possibility, or no, I'm gonna dig her out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run her down. So you know from the very beginning, you know what I mean? Like if he really had like genuinely feelings for you, like you know. I mean, some women don't pay attention to the signs at the beginning. I told one young lady.
I saw this post that said the chick was like, "I just want to see how red those red flags can get," and that's how women be. You see the red flags, and you just still.
Now I'm telling you, like like you.
Well, not because someone said don't leave out the kids' school, the kids' school snacks. When you talk about the juicy juice.
Oh man, y'all gotta watch that video. But I might post that joint again. Like a lot of women pay, like if you're looking at the physical appearance, like sometimes you miss it. You know what I mean? You be looking for the man that's, you know, got the body, or he built like how you want him, and then you notice that he don't have a job, he live with his mom. Like you start ignoring that. You know what I mean? I don't think that's what true love is. Like, I mean, especially if you on a different level. You know what I mean? Like, he already...
It's gonna be outgrown.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me go to this book, okay? You can read one of the comments.
Yeah, my my phone is getting comments and not getting comments. Oh, she said, I've always been logical, so if it doesn't make sense, I'm not doing it. Missed out on that on my phone.
Yeah,
that's kind of slow.
That's actually good. Like,
she said, wow. She says, I'm battle tested when it comes to men. I'm with the ish. So I see bull ish from a mile away. She said, battle tested. I mean, she been in the trenches. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Where that comment came from?
You already know where it came from. Once you see it.
Yeah, I kind of know who it was.
Yeah, well, that person.
Yeah.
Battle testing.
Let me just say this story. So, I got a homie, right? And, when you don't have, like, as a man, and you don't have, I gotta be discreet as possible, right? So, all right, I got a homie, right? So, in a situation of him losing his job, right? He had no money. And she holding it down for a while. But what happened is, once a man keep coming home with no money, he start not being attractive. This is a fact. No woman can't disagree with me with that. She ended up breaking up with him. That means if she left him because he didn't have no money, I think, my opinion, it was never love there. And my main thing that I told him was, it never was love there. It never was love there. I said, it took for you to lose your job for you to find out the truth about somebody. Because if everything was all good when it came to money, anything can happen to anybody.
The pandemic.
The pandemic. That's key. Anything can happen to anybody. For you to jump off the boat because now I'm not, I was 6-figure dude. Now I'm not 6-figure, I'm 5-figure. You know what I mean? And then you leave me, and that was never love.
That means it was okay for if he was to leave if he came up on some more money. She'd have been feeling some type of way. Like, damn, he win the lottery and get $20 million. He's just gonna leave me. You lost your job. You left him. So I don't see the issue.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I mean, the rules are not made the same. Nah, it's never. You know what I mean? we always get the short end of the stick. You know what I mean? He lost his job, lost his woman, and then he got to deal with it. You know what I mean? And he oh man, I can't even say nothing.
Right.
But he talked about it. You know what I mean? He talked about it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go in on it. I don't care. He actually brought it up on his podcast, and he was talking about how she wasn't giving him sex for over a year. You know what I mean? And he said he still never cheated. I was like, how long? 365 days? That's a long time. Not being intimate. You know what I mean? Like, you already not providing like you want to, because he was like, it's not like he felt comfortable, but now you're not even still letting him, allowing him, you're not even letting him be the man. Like, you're not even, because women's job is still to build their man up, man. Like, I don't know why some women just sit around and just think that it's just, oh yeah, he got it. You know what I mean? Like, no, your job is to build them up too. If you gotta read a fucking book, then read a book. Sorry, YouTube. You know what I mean? But you gotta read a book to make him better. Like, it's not just one way. You know what I mean? If you want to break from cooking, teach him. That's simple. If he not doing something right, then teach, talk. You just gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm about to say, especially if you plan on being in there for the long haul, that means it was only temporary. That means the slightest bump in the road. Cause I'm gonna use your car analogy. Just imagine that you go to the dealership, you get the car you want, you hit a pothole, and instead of getting the spare tire, you just leave the car right there and just walk away.
Man,
and that car fixes itself.
No. You know something? I told a girl. That's a whole nother story. I told a girl that just because something is broke, that don't mean it's trash. You just fix it. Things break down. Like, you know what I mean? Things break down. I be just like,
you can't get a new everything.
Your car get a flat tire, you want a new car? Like, what? You just get a new tire, or you get a spare tire, or whatever. Shit, for all that, you just
AAA. You
get
do something.
You know what I mean?
Do something.
Hey, what? It's a good car. But I mean, you talking about a lot of people just really just, And it's not like it's a woman thing. It's not like, oh well, yeah, bro, he ain't just talking about women. No, it's men too. You know what I mean? Men's job is definitely to do their part, but at the same time, we need women. I'm not about to sit here and say that I don't need no damn woman. I need a woman. Because listen, you think I can do podcasts? Just be running around here tearing stuff up. I mean, you need a woman. You know what I mean? You need women. And we were just talking about this. I know I'm jumping off the subject, but at first I used to say that it's crazy that a woman always awarded custody. I gotta go back on that. Women are like, it's so different. You know what I mean? Like they have the patience. I don't have the patience to take care. Like the reason why I'm bringing this up because I seen the Kevin Hart movie. In the Kevin Hart movie, he took care of this girl, his daughter. I'm sorry, his daughter in a movie, and his wife died giving birth. I couldn't done that. I was with my daughter one day and I cried. Like I couldn't handle it. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I could not handle it. Go ahead, Rod.
And I was gonna read off some of these comments. Is like that's true because anybody can fall at any given time. Anybody can fall at any given time. Let's read that again.
Anytime.
Anybody can fall at any given time. So if you up and leave them, you never love them. How can you say you love them, but when they fell, you wasn't there to pick them up? You gonna watch your partner lay on the ground and just be like, shouldn't have fell to begin with. And then it says he needed to lose her. She wasn't the right one for him. He needed to see her true colors. She didn't love him. She loved what he could do for her.
Right.
Once that was gone, it was nothing there.
Right.
It said B's backbone. Every N-word need a spine. And don't leave out, support the men. And a man needs a woman just as well as a woman needs a man.
That's a fact. I like that.
And it says women.
I like that. It's equal. Go ahead.
And it says women are natural born leaders. In response to you, with the why women always get the word custody.
Hold on.
Leaders. Yeah.
I'm not on that bandwagon. You said natural born leaders. No, I wasn't saying natural. Like I wouldn't say they good leaders. I would say they good nurturers. Like
Very
as
good
far
nurturers.
as like bringing up a kid. You know what I mean? Like for a woman to be a leader. No, that's I'm not going to agree with that. Women are not natural born leaders. Could women lead? Yes. Natural born leaders, you know, y'all seen the Harriet Tubman movie. She was the leader, you know what I mean? But, you know, there ain't too many women that is going to go through that as far as the movie. Let's switch the gear.
Yeah, I said I'm leaving that alone. So, yeah.
You wasn't with me shooting in the jail. You weren't with me shooting in